Back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, just thank you so much for love and support. It's truly appreciated. You know, we're all going through some crazy times right now where we are all pretty much seeking solitude right now, and dealing with the most powerful things is basically that brought us towards our path, you know, forcing us to maintain this, to go ahead and, you know, close all doors to unfinished business, allowing yourself to part ways and cut cords with things that are no longer needed in our lives that you can truly be grateful for. So with all that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and hitting you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, give you good vibes or good inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation, validation, um, or even just spiritual, you know, guidance, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And uh, the music I'm listening to in the background is called 639 hertz, raise vibrations, be positive minded, healing meditation for negative feelings and anxiety. If we don't need that right now, I don't know what does. You know. But anyways, there are so many people I've been talking to, you know, even on one-on-ones, you know, we haven't really talked. So it's like I'm not even taking anything personal, because I know all of us are having to go through that time where you're really having to face some very uncomfortable things, right? But anyway, before I even start that, it's like Twin Flame 101. I forgot to give y'all my title, Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, our psychological spiritual connect, um with what is it? Psychological healers are helping us get into alignment of powerful healing. The things that is taking place in our life, you know, I was reading it on a post on one of those empath group pages, and was very true. You know, a lot of times we feel like we need to go to a shaman or a Reiki healer or anything that's taking place where we really truly are finding, you know, just trying to find that knowledge to go ahead and heal. Because it's like when you know you're tired of the situation you're being placed in, and trying to really understand what is taking place in your life, you know. um and a lot of times we try to understand, why do we attract sociopaths, why do we attract psychopaths, why do we deal with, you know, dark empaths, you know, narcs. All these people that are coming into our lives are our psychological healers. Those are the ones that, you know, really are going to press your buttons. Really, they know what your weaknesses are. They study them very well. You know, we end up dating them. Hell, sometimes we marry them. I'm glad I just straight past a couple of bullets on that one. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. But I'm so glad everything happened for a reason. Um, and it is really allowing you. It basically, is helping you get towards that purpose of getting into alignment and balancing yourself to go through ultimate healing. Because it's like, when you're dealing with karmic cycles, you know, you may be dealing with, you know, rocky marriages that's trying to end, parting ways, you know, all resources are basically tapped out. You know, any other time it was like me, you know, if I feel like you know, you really rubbing me to that point where I know I'm about to lay hands, it's like usually I'm like, you know what, you just go your way and I'm gonna go mine, because you know, but as this is the things that's been taken into your life, because whatever your issue is that, you know, really gets you into that mood where you either ready to cut somebody out or lay hands, these are the things that you're really trying to face. And it's hard to be able to not allow yourself to be triggered. But these are the things when universe is telling you, you know what, these things does not have your power. you take your attention away from these different things. These are the things you need to go through to make you heal. And a lot of times, they say you have to be cruel to be kind. If they want you to go through good things and they got better things for you around the corner, you're going to have to go through a little bit of hell to get to it, because when you finally do, you'll understand what had to take place in your life for you to part ways with people. I deal with it a lot. Even when ego want to sit up here and talk about things, when I was telling y'all yesterday about the lurkers, they study you well. They know what can get your trigger off. They know what can press your buttons to either make you do something very stupid, or, something that is temporary. You end up having a permanent problem after that. It's all they always say, don't make don't make quick decisions while you're angry. Don't never do something that that's going to be felt temporarily for a positive, for a permanent, that's why I meant a permanent resolution. You never want to do that. So it's just like, when I allow myself to really look back at how I used to be, I was that type of person that, you're not gonna rub me the wrong way. You're not gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna allow you to do that to me. And I've had people that's steady been doing that throughout the weeks and stuff. I'm catching it from all different places, and I'm just like, you know what, I've had it. But then I had to allow myself to really step back and see what universe is wanting me to know. These things don't have your power. You see that they're working with ego. They're working out of insecurities. They're working out of, jealousy, envy. All these things are taking place in your life where you're challenging folks. They see blessings. They see your blessings before you do. They're hating the fact that you're right about certain things in their lives that they can't find right for them. A lot of times people don't know, if you take that sacrifice for yourself, like I'm taking my sacrifice, you never know what's going to be, coming in your way. But people are so busy trying to block you from your situation, or trying to make sure that they're doing good and living right, and then you're suffering or whatever, and you're boxed in. They're okay with that because they're seeing that you're not doing well. But also, that person was sent in your life to be able to give you healing that you never thought you would need it to do. Yes, it is very hard to go through that. Sometimes you be ready to just, like, okay, do I got my bail money ready? It's like, okay, I'm about to lay hands on you. I've been there, I've done that. And it's just like, now when people come at me crazy like that, oh yeah, and I forgot to say, I love when people come new to my channel. But I know that y'all have this, when you're dealing with, I'm in my 40s, okay, soon to be 43 in a few weeks. I understand how people talk, but if you drop me a comment saying, great video, my guy, or you have good content, dude, I'm gonna start calling you, oh, okay, thanks, ma'am, or hey, bitch, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna let you know, don't do that to me. I do not do that to people, so please don't come on my channel with that. So I'm gonna just start popping off and saying that. So when I, hey bitch, I'm gonna do that, and then you're gonna feel some type of way. I don't care about what sound of endearment, or y'all young folks how y'all talk. Don't come at me like that, because I don't even let my kids come to me like that. My little girl be like, hey sis, who the hell are you talking to? One of those type of things. And they had to forget. It's like, oh yeah, because everybody think I'm the cool mom. I said, yeah, to a certain extent. Like, watch who you talking to. But back on this thing, you go through that, where psychopaths gonna come connect with you, try to flip your whole world upside down, put you in all different type of situations. But you're that warrior. When we went through this generation of healing and all these different things, where abuse of every kind is done flowed through our, you know, generations of generations of generations. You knew you were placed here to sever all those negative traits that's been constantly passed on for many millenniums. And that mess is not going to be easy. So everything that you have had taken place, it will make you question your your integrity, your self, your self-love, your validation. It will make you feel like every time this person does something, there's repercussions, but it's like blessings at the same time. And you really trying to understand that, like, why are y'all allowing these people to keep on trying to break me? They're not breaking me, but it's at that point where I'm about to break them, but you have to allow yourself to know those situations, that person, those people, can't do nothing to you. Like if it's like if they're putting a gun to your head, that's a different story. But still, even God and universe, they can intervene with a quickness when it comes to stuff like that. But don't ever feel like somebody's getting away with things, because you have to realize they're your lesson of blessings. These are life lessons, that soul lessons that you really need to learn on a deeper level. These things that come into your life to shake your whole world up, but it shakes you towards your truth. It shakes you towards wisdom and knowledge that you are truly needing along that way. It gets hard because, especially if you're dealing with these, these situationships of, being in a relationship where you're dealing with somebody who's very narcissistic, emotionally, mentally, spiritually tries to break you down towards nothing, to where you don't want to deal with people. You don't, they'll have you all to yourself. They will make people think that everything is wrong with you. They're not doing anything. They are the victim, not you. All these different things, but you have to allow yourself to know, number one, this situation is only temporary. People, with them seeing, what all is going on in my life is taking place, regardless on what people try to block me on, whatever blessings that I have, when God and universe says yes, it ain't gonna matter who the hell said no about what I'm getting. When God opens that door, no man can ever be able to shut it. And there's just so many people that are been coming at me, and they know, number one, my dad's anniversary is coming up, and that's not a good time for me, and they know that. But it's just like they don't realize I got that strength. Whether or not they want to second guess it or not, they're like, "Ooh, let's make her snap. Ooh, let's make her want to commit suicide. You know how much money we'll get. All that type of stuff." And they're like, "Oh, girl, we don't know what you talking about." Yeah, you don't think I know? I don't peak game sideways, side to side, upside down, crossways, and everything else. I know. Surely know. you know but it's just like, universe is not going to allow nobody to have nothing that was already meant for you, regardless on what people say, what kind of lies they try to do, what kind of deception they try to pull over somebody else's eyes, wherever they want to discredit my character of anything. They know. So it's just the fact, I wasn't sent here, like that's there was a gospel song that my mom used to sing, and it's talking about, nobody ever told you the road would be easy. God didn't bring you this far, to leave you. He didn't do that to forsake you. He didn't do this to break you down to where you have nothing. That's where the devil and ego comes through. But them, they want you to know you have that power, you have that strength. It's all up under those emotional baggages, those um ancestral conditioning, cultural conditioning, is all up under all that, because a lot of times we don't see our light as bright as it is, because we're so busy looking at the things that they kept reflecting on us the way they saw us. And you really don't, and at times you really have to allow yourself to know, when they're talking bad about you, don't worry about that. How you see yourself is how you see yourself. When people keep going back and trying to tell people about you, sooner or later it's gonna come up, and it's gonna, whatever they were saying is gonna contradict everything they done said about you. You don't have to worry about that. When people, evildoers, want to do so much to you, they get comfortable. When they have not been caught up yet, they get very comfortable, and that's how universe works. They want you to do that. They want them to do that, even though when you think that you're going through this and you're really going through it by yourself, it's like, why are all these things coming so heavy at me? Every time I try to get that peace, there'll be 10 other things that want to pop off and piss me off. All those different things keep coming up in my way, where I'm trying to reach towards my peace of mind, being that peace within the storm. And you already are. These are the things that's going to let you know you are strong. You're better than what they're trying to place on you. You got better coming in your life than what they're doing right now. You have to keep telling yourself, your blessings is far more better than what these folks trying to do to you. But also, you have to be grateful for what those people are doing to you, because they're making you, everything that's raw and uprooted, come up at the surface. There's nowhere needed no anymore. These things has taken place. These things has really, shook you up to the core. But also, you need to allow yourself to let this stuff come up to the surface, because this is very deep rooted. Very deep rooted. It has been something you have not just held on for this life, but all your prior past lives as well. These are things, and that's why people are getting very aggravated right now. They want to keep to themselves. I don't take it personal because I already know if I haven't jugged at you, took no and personal jabs, I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm not even gonna make myself mad over something that has nothing to do with me either, if it's directed at me or not. Especially if I know I haven't done anything. So I keep people in my prayers because I know what we're dealing with. You need to be off to yourself. You need to be able to learn yourself on a deeper level, being able to understand what's being said and what's not being said. Allowing yourself to really understand that you hold the power of your life story. How you decide to write it, and I remember I seen a post yesterday. It said you finished with that old chapter. Now you're needing to write a whole new story because it's nothing like the past you ever had. That past got you to go be that best novelist that's going to have the Pulitzer Prize or whatever they want to be talking about that mess when they be getting all that stuff. But yeah, these things were sent in your life. I've had to deal with a lot of things in my life that where I never felt like somebody would really treat me like that, being who I was related to. But then it was just like my dad was like, not everybody is gonna have that same heart as you. You wouldn't be jealous if this was somebody else, but they tend to you are somebody's sore, that sore, what is that sore thumb. You stick out. And a lot of people, you're gonna be their emotional trigger. So they're gonna try to make sure um they're trying to make sure that you don't get what's coming to you. But they already know they can pray against it, they can slow it down. But you're going through your life lessons when you're not letting the left hand do the right hand doing. They can't stop something they can't see. you know you had to allow yourself to know. Even when I used to get mad and get bucked and start saying, oh, just wait until this and this and this and that, and they're looking like, oh, I ain't worried about that, because they already done sit up here. As soon as I said that, they made sure that they prayed on it to make sure I didn't have to go through anything. And a lot of times I was always that type of person. You pop off at me, I'm gonna pop right back. You want to hit below the belt, I'll be hitting below the belt too. But now it's at that point, I'm not even about to waste my energy on you. Somebody even came up to me on YouTube and did that. And I've been dealing with them for a long time. But just because you took a jab at me like that, baby, let me go ahead and just unsubscribe your ass and block you too. Because I'm not about to waste my energy on somebody like that. They were already working on my damn nerves anyway with the stuff they kept saying about themselves, as well as they kept how they were viewing it. And it's just like, if you want to heal, you cannot keep coming back talking about revenge. The best revenge you can give somebody that keeps on trying to shake up your path is keep moving. Allow yourself to become all of what you want, and you focus on that. That's the best revenge you can get to somebody, because some people, they just sit up here and they say stuff and they do stuff because they want to throw you off course. They want your energy to shift off for what they're doing. They'll rub things in your face because they know that whatever you're lacking, they're going to keep bringing that up in front of you just to see if they have that same old thing that's going to make you, get upset. And I've been having to deal with that for a while, for a long time. I've dealt with it pretty much my whole life. But when I found out who my dad was and find out reason why they were acting like that because of who my dad was, oh, then it really started popping off. I got into a big fight about that right after my dad died. And I'm surprised I didn't go to jail, because the girl's face was broken like 5 or 6 different places. But I didn't go. But it's just like, now I came to that point. You have to allow yourself to breathe before you start popping off at people. Because words, you can't take those back. Even though they may have said something to you and they did something out of line to you, oh, baby. What they do is going to end up being their karma. How you respond to it is going to be yours. And just because you're on that path of, allowing yourself to be the best version of yourself, allowing yourself to walk away from things that are no longer serving you, allowing you to be careful about the company you keep. A lot of times, just the company you keep is keeping you from the blessings that you have, knowing that your blessings are so far more better than the fears and the doubts and the concerns that you have when it comes to other people. Because I have to always constantly tell myself, you've seen the things that is popped off. You've seen how people have stole credentials and stuff like that, trying to make sure, oh, if you got all this stuff done, they were going to, they were going to have you disappear very quickly. Every single time somebody tried to get at me, and that it was very close. They were trying to really get some stuff, and I'm like, you don't think I know what you were doing? And then it's like universe is showing me everything that they did. because they know good and well my dad on the 21st. It's like it's already going on now. Everybody keep posting different things about my dad. Now I have to allow myself to not even really be on social media right now because of that heaviness that's going on. It's a beautiful thing when you have a family member that's in the public eye. And I always talk good about my dad because it's true. I'm very proud of my dad on the things that he has done for others. He's done for himself. He's pushed a lot of envelopes that he what is it? He surpassed a lot of things. He has broke a lot of things where, with you being a guitarist, and then there's just the fact that you're being a black guitarist where nobody can ever compare you to anybody, even when they try to. I always feel like musicians, and their talents, that's their power. All musicians and poets or whatever, they always spoke from the experiences they had in life. That was their healing. That is their outlet. And my dad has done so much. Anybody ever ask somebody, oh, you go ask Prince. Prince is this, Prince is that. And my dad was very powerful. My dad was, very talented, and it was like I always say, it's an honor to be able to you pass that seed to me, but I'm making my own way. I never wanted to live in anybody's shadow, but it's an honor. But it's like, no, I want to do my own thing, even though we do have a lot of similarities. I love to sing, I love to play my instruments and stuff like that, but I'm doing right here, but I'm multitasking. I have a lot of different spiritual hats that I love to do. And all these different things, when the devil sees that you're good at something, he will do everything in his power. He will send people your way just to make sure you do not see step foot in any kind of blessing. But also universe will do the same thing, is send those same people that the devil thought was going to throw you off course, is going to be the same people that's going to help you heal where it needs to be healed at. That person, that situation don't have power over you. You do. You always have a choice on how you can react to anybody. If somebody want to come at you ignorant, that shows more about them than it does about you. You're like, I'm not even about to waste my time on you. I got better things to do. Allow yourself to let your ancestors deal with them. That's all I gotta say. When I deal with a lot of things that has happened in my life, it's been very messed up, very messed up. But this is where it landed me at. Just all the trauma I've endured throughout my life. I never thought that I would be able to be at that sound mind and spirit because of everything that's taken place in my life. And that's what God, universe, and even my dad wants me to, they see the goodness in you that is hard for you to see in yourself. My dad helped me find the light. He found that light in me I didn't even know I had. My it was like that song by Omarion. I had an ice box where my heart used to be. I was like, man, I don't let nobody get touched me. Anybody to get close to me, and then being able to have open invitation in my heart, because I know if a parent can do you this way, not my biological ones, but then when my adopted father and his wife and them kids can do all this just because they wanted to live good and they kept you away, they helped you, they made sure you stayed in poverty. And then for you to do that to somebody, and then it's hard to really trust anybody after that. But my dad allowed me to know I would have never did you like that, and it's just a blessing that he has helped me so much since day one. Even though they made sure that connection was cut off, everything has a reason by it. Even though there's times where my heart breaks at times because I really wanted things to take place in my life, and being able to share those experiences with my dad. And he's just like, no matter what is taking place, I'm always here. I see what you're doing. I'm proud of the things that you're doing, how you reach out to people. Even when you're hurting, you still try to help other people. And that's how that helps your healing process. Even though I don't understand how anybody has not been held responsible for his death. I was at that point where I was very angry, very angry. I held a lot of guilt to myself, saying if that I was there, nobody, I would never allow anybody to get close to him for that to happen. He would have still been here. So that's something I had to constantly deal with on my own. you know it took me almost close to 2 years for me to allow myself not to be at fault, because my dad told me, you did not know that you can't hold on to that guilt for something that they made you not see. you know so all these things that are coming into your life when it comes to these sociopaths and going with people that are very corrupted, They're very deceitful and stuff like that. And a lot of times when you connect with people like that, you say, I would never do anybody like they have done me. I would have never talked to them the way they talked to me. I would have never put nobody down, make them feel like they weren't nothing. But you can, number one, you can't ever make somebody love you that don't love themselves. They're not. They pull that facade about them. Oh, I love myself. No, mirror, see the things that they are attracted to. See where their hobbies are and their interests are. Peep how they speak towards others about you, even when you know you were there and you supported them. You know, all those different things. But it's just like I've always said, when it came to my mom's ex-husband and his wife, they're true blessings to me. On top of my ex, I was dealing with all this on top of losing my father and then finding out my family knew that whole time. I had to deal with all that on them, making sure my mom didn't want to deal with me because they fed her a whole bunch of BS, and that was something I really had to deal with because I always wanted to just know my family. If you ever been adopted, you know that you're blessed if you were adopted in foster care and you actually had a good household to where you didn't have to worry about that and they were very open about what has taken place in your life. I didn't get that. I always knew that I didn't belong to either one of them because I didn't look like them, you know, and then the age difference and then their complexion and stuff like that. So it's just like when I allow myself to really step back and see what has taken place in my life, I feel the strength on top of strength that I have, on top of that spiritual gifts, because I deal with a lot of things I really don't speak on. I speak on the things that I know that will help others understand why I do what I do. Understand to let you know, even though there's things that has been placed on you where you don't want to even deal with in the morning. You just wanted that peace of mind. So many people that they what we deal with, other people won't be able to last emotionally and mentally. That's why I go hard and go help people, because it's like when I went through what I went through and still, trying to find my way into peace of mind for it. I really helped a lot of people with that because I know what we deal with is not easy. I don't feel like I'm over anybody. My situation has humbled me regardless of who my dad is. I feel very blessed to be his child, but it is also hurt the hell out of me at the same time because even though everybody has their perception of you, everybody has different, situations when it comes to you, but it was still, he was still my dad, you know, and it's just like I really allow myself to really see I got that strength I never knew I was gonna get because it's like I always, when I found out the truth and knew what has taken place in my life, I felt blessed, because I was just like, I'm not that old Roslynn, because that old Roslynn would have been, she would have did some very foul stuff because I'm about that life. I've had a very rough life. And if it's like when I tell somebody I'm coming for them, I'm coming for them. Or I'll just be like, don't worry about it, but you better keep your eyes open when I come up. I'm always been that type of person. But it's like now I'm not about to waste my energy on something that I already know God and the universe is already gonna fix. You know, can't don't ever think that, the universe is not blind to your pain, the tears that you have cried. They know every tear you have cried. They know what is taking place. They know more than what you know. What is taking place, and trust in time. There's always a time and a place for things. And not everything is what it seems. And right when you allow yourself to be open to manifesting that healing, becoming aligned with your higher self, seeking that balance. Don't worry about revenge. Don't worry about, that person saying sorry. Number one, people ain't gonna feel sorry for something they don't feel sorry for. I don't expect nobody to tell me sorry about anything because I already know when, I've dealt with that my whole life. I always had to apologize. I always had to be the bigger person, even though I said I'm too damn young for me to be dealing with some old folks that act like they're around my age. But that's what kind of mentality they got. They almost pushing one foot in the grave and one on the earth, and they still acting like kids. I'm like, man, I ain't even gonna do that. I can sneeze on you when you have a heart attack, but I'm gonna allow God to deal with you. I'm allow, because what you did to my kids, me and my kids, you could have did it all day to me. But when you touched on my kids, you lucky that they were still breathing about that. But it's just like when I allow myself to really sit back and really analyze everything from all corners. I know I'm that one that's like, I'm not saying I'm bigger and better than anybody, but I was that force is not to be reckoned with. Because when you can have this happen to you and you still have that peace of mind and and you're not living like you're like a ticking time bomb, because it could have been that way, and you don't. Yeah, there's days that I cry. There's days that I don't want to get up in the morning. There's days that I sit up here and tell my dad, I want you back. I want those things back that I never had a chance to, to even connect with. But now I only can do it telepathically and spiritually, you know, and whatever God has for me. So it's just like everything has a purpose behind it. No matter how bad it is, everything has a purpose behind it. And when you're connecting with people like this, they are bringing everything out of you that you need to allow yourself to know. Not anger, but I'm talking about that stuff resurfaces, but it's also universe telling you these things are no longer needed. You're being needed on something that's very powerful, to where you're about to be a part of something that is going to reflect so much power, so much strength, so much magic. This right here is like a small thing to a giant. Don't allow them to, keep you in a place that you no longer belong. The doors have closed, but you have to allow yourself to leave them doors closed. You know, when the tests get hard, that lets you know you're coming closer to something that is about to be very big for you. And I have to tell myself that all the time. They don't have power over me. They never did. But it was just that when you had to allow yourself to go through that transformation and know your worth. Know you are very valued. You deal with people that'll say you're nothing. You'll never find anybody like me. I'm like, shoot, I hope I don't. I said, you are enough. I don't need nothing like that. I was like, shoot, you'll never find nobody like me. That is the whole point. I ain't trying to find nobody like you. I want to find something 10 times better than you. But going through that mess with y'all made me, so much better on what my standards need to be. I'm not gonna allow myself to be open on being disrespected, verbally, emotionally, mentally, nothing. If me sacrificing my happiness and my better well being to be keep you around, baby, bye. I'm going to be me and I'll be happily by myself. And I'm fine for that. I've seen too many people. I've even done it in my past before where I stayed on to something that was very toxic, that I knew there was all type of red flags and signs that I needed to step away. I needed to step away. So when I see the situation that those folks, I always call them those folks up the street, my reflectors, that's not family. Family represents love, and that ain't it. But it brought me wisdom. They brought me wisdom and they brought me knowledge and they brought me strength. So I appreciate them for what they did. When it came to my ex, I say the same thing, because that let me know everything that you're doing. I can look right calmly on your life and in my life and say, you know what? I appreciate what you did, but I never need anybody like you in my life again. But I appreciate what you have done to me. You have dogged me out. You have, made me feel like I'm the worst person in the world, or you made other people feel like I was the worst person in the world. All those different things in life, and I'm truly grateful for. I'm truly, truly grateful for it, because this is allowing me to heal where it needs to heal at. Not allowing myself to even be pulled in that direction. I'm like, I got bigger and better things to be doing. To have that, waste my energy on something positive that's going to give me growth, that's going to take me to my next level, not something about somebody's pettiness or ego. But I hope that you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all stay strong, stay resilient, all those things. Whatever you are dealing with right now is only a hiccup. It's only a bump in the road. It's a small thing to a giant. Allow yourself to see yourself as that. You're waking up that sleeping giant that needed to be awake. You're on your level. Don't allow what things that you cannot change take over what is no longer needed in your life. That door is closed. Don't allow yourself to turn back. Allow yourself to part ways with that. That's what I'm saying, cutting cords. Allow yourself to forgive yourself for holding on to these painful situations for so long, and allow yourself to forgive yourself for those painful situations that other people have placed on you. Because technically, when they did that, it ripped you off of everything that they conditioned you to see yourself as others seeing you. Now you're allowing yourself to see the raw and uncut of you, because you done shedded so many layers and faucets away from you. Now you're seeing the real true warrior in you. And allow yourself to keep seeing that no matter what the hell somebody come back and tell you. Because when they tell you about yourself and they want to disrespect you, that's all about how they feel about themselves. So allow them to do that, pray for them, and keep it moving. But I hope that all of y'all are okay. I would love to give you a post notification shout out to Linda. Much love to you. Brett as well. I am Indian, much love to you as well. CB. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So good to have you. I hope y'all are okay and being safe. Like I told y'all before, if you watched my first video, I'm dealing with this ascension flu. So I'm feeling like poop rolled over twice. So, I'm probably do a few more videos and I'm about to lay down and, really recharge because I'm not feeling well. But I got a job to do when universe saying they'll take care of me. All I need you to do is take care of this. No explanation needed. I'm gonna just do what I need to be doing. So I hope y'all have a peaceful weekend. Um, being safe and responsible in everything you're doing. Know that you are truly loved, highly blessed, and favored. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that is taking place in your life and what you're trying to manifest, you are able to get through that with flying colors. Because I know what you're dealing with is not easy. Allow yourself to be one with yourself. Allow you to meditate. If you can, go outside, weather permitting it, take you a walk. Allow yourself to get your thoughts together and allow yourself to prepare yourself to cut away anything is no longer serving you or holding a purpose. Better things is on its way to you, but you have to make room for it. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line, give me a thumbs up, share, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my video. If you need to contact me privately, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Just let me know what your name is here because I know a lot of people use two different names on Facebook or if they have it. And just let me know you connect with me here. And whatever we talk about is confidential. And I'll help you out on your spiritual path as best way as I can. If not, I'll send you the information to guide you towards the answers you need. And I hope y'all being safe. Have a great weekend. I'll probably do another one or two more videos. Um, and I will see y'all on the next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.